Peace. Here we are once again, Double AR. I'm on Ashuranu. We back in here, ashuranu.com. So, real quickly, I just want to make this final point. Demons, devils, and why your soul is at bargain. What is it about the soul force that attracts demons or so called devils? Why is it always the selling of the soul or bargaining with the soul? What is it about this soul current or this soul energy that's so attractive to darker forces or energies? Now, of course, I've spoken about these things before, but I want to update, give more information that I may not have said before. Now, yo, what's up? Yo, I see you. Not going to take too long. The reason why the soul is at bargain is because your solar plexus is what allows people to feel you. Just think about that for a minute. When you say, damn, I felt that motherfucker, or I feel that, I feel it. What makes people feel your essence, your force, is your solar plexus. So when your solar plexus is powerful, people can feel your energy, your essence, your aura. It can just be felt. And it's not just felt, it actually produces pleasurable sensations. So people actually feel good in your presence. It actually is an honor to be amongst you when your solar plexus is fully activated. Now, with ignorance of this, and how important solar plexus magic is, or pranayama, being able to control your vital forces or the invisible forces. Knowing that gives you understanding of why darker energies want the energy that's pleasant, why it produces pleasurable sensations or it produces warmth in the ectoplasma. Your solar plexus produces warmth in the ectoplasma. What do I mean? You walk into any room, you immediately shine with a powerful solar plexus. It's not based on how you look, what you say, what you're wearing, all of the things that people give so much energy, time, and money into. If your solar plexus is weak, it don't even matter because people ain't gonna be able to feel you. They can see you, they can feel your materials, but they're not gonna be able to feel your essence because most of the time our solar plexus are weak. Our solar plexuses or plexus is not very strong because we don't know how to strengthen it. Because if you don't even acknowledge that it's real, then there's no way for you to strengthen it. You can't use that to your advantage without acknowledging the reality of the chakras or the vortexes or the wheels. These wheels are constantly in motion. They are rotating or moving so fast, they create portals. If something moves fast enough, if something moves faster than the speed of light, it can essentially disappear or appear. Appear and disappear. To teleport, not teleport. You simply have to move faster than the speed of light. So if you're able to think faster than the speed of light, which thought does travel faster than the speed of light, which is why we can instantaneously think about anything. Thought actually travels, but it's traveling faster than light. So it seems instantaneous because once you're going faster than light, you're just not subjected to the rules and regulations anymore as we know them. All that is based on light. So once you transcend light, you are transcending the laws of physics essentially. Everything is transcendent once light is moving slower than you or your thought. When you're thinking faster and moving faster than light, then you become a light being because your elemental nature is higher than what we deem or call light. When you are moving faster than 186,000 miles per hour, if you can move faster, not physically, mentally, spiritually, speeding yourself up, that's what it means to advance. They also call this uh, quickening or the awakening, not the awakening, but the quickening when you need to quicken yourself. Snap something online quickly. because you need it right now. Like that instantaneous manifestations. You need something right now. You need something instantaneous. You have to vibrate faster than light. Not even vibration, also frequency. Now that we understand the difference, hopefully we understand the difference by now. If you don't, vibration influences frequency. So when you manipulate vibration, your frequency will be manipulated anyway. So manipulation of vibration automatically manipulates frequency, but you can manipulate frequency without manipulating vibration. That's where most people are stuck. Most people are changing their frequency, but not their vibration, because you can change your frequency to the same vibration, but when you change the vibration, all frequencies change. So if you are not penetrating beneath the vibration, if you're just simply playing around with the frequencies but the vibration doesn't change, then we don't have any change. So what most people are attempting to do essentially is change their vibration versus their frequency, because the frequency is altered when you alter the vibration. But in order to alter the vibration, you can't do it physically. You can't physically alter your vibration. Now you can physically do exercise or something like that, but most of the time we have to move our mind. To alter our mind, we must move our mind. How do you move your mind? You have to think. The nature of your thoughts determine how far your thoughts go. What do I mean? How many people actually think about the process it takes for anything to arrive to them? What do I mean? If you get mailed a piano to your door, somebody had to structure that piano. The earth had to grow the resources. The resources had to be grown out of the earth, extracted from the earth, arranged together in a musical arrangement. Scales had to be scaled. It was a long process before it actually finally gets to your home. If you actually think about the entire process, each individual key and string that had somebody had to piece this together with their hands. Somebody had to do some intricate work before you even got this. So when we see things on the display floor, when we see things in their perfection, we admire them because they are perfected. Most people are not admiring raw materials because, oh, there's nothing to look at. Of course, anything that has been refined will look beautiful or appears to be beautiful, versus the raw energy is like, oh, that's just everyday anything. What we are attempting to do is take this raw everyday energy that's already in abundance. We're not looking for rarity. We're looking for abundance. That's the big difference. When you set your mind on looking towards rarity, I want this because it's rare. I want this because other people don't have it. I want this because it symbolizes something. That's one state of mind. When you are just simply creating, you're just projecting things out of yourself. When you are the creator instead of the attractor, when you're not playing with magnetism, you're more so speeding yourself up faster than light. What does it mean? Because when I say moving faster than light, I don't want to be mysterious when I say that. Again, if you think faster than light, you can manifest instantly. Instantaneous manifestation is manifestation moving faster than light. So what does that mean? In order for something to be real in our reality, it has to exist as a wave, and that wave must collapse into a particle. Hence, the process that something has to go through before it gets to you. Before you see that nice, shiny thing, it has to go through a process. So when you are the person that wants to buy things in their perfection, that's why it's expensive. People can charge whatever they want to charge. But when you are dealing in raw materials and you become the alchemist, you become the architect, you actually design and structure things according to your mind and how you feel based on the way you operate. Now it's different because now you can take anything, you can go anywhere and create heaven. That's the difference. Most people are trying to buy their way into heaven, trying to buy a heavenly experience, get rich just to live a certain experience, versus the person that can be anywhere on the face of the earth and be just fine because they have mastered the chaos. That's the difference. You're either the person that's trying to literally spend their whole life to live a certain type of way, because you have to sacrifice and you have to go through these loops and hoops to operate on that level, or you are destroying. Basically, you're either building or destroying. You're either building on top of a reality that already exists, or you are destroying a reality that already exists. You're either going to add on to the hype. Oh, that's worth X amount of dollars, so I'm going to pay it. So I'm going to now people are going to really know that it's worth this. You're either adding on to value, or you're destroying value and creating new value, which is a lot harder to do. It's easier to just, oh, that's expensive, so let me pay it because that's how much they want. Versus this doesn't cost anything. This is worthless, but I'm going to give it value. Something that's worthless, I give value so that the value then increases as you increase, as you progress, the value progress. So basically, if you were to customize a shirt, for example, and you continue to progress your mind, your mentality, get yourself in doors and portals that you didn't have access to, now when you go amongst those that you have created for yourself, because you're not trying to be a part of anyone else's reality, you are simply creating your own. When you are creating your own reality, people will becoming to you. In other words, people will come to you when you have the magnetism versus you are being magnetized by someone or something else. Either you have the magnetism in your hands, or someone else or something else is magnetizing you. So when you are the magnet, when you are the center, when you are the attractor, pulling things to your reality instead of going towards things, when you pull things to you versus going towards things, which is strictly mental, you can literally think your way into anything if you can think faster than the speed of light. Because once you surpass the speed of light, once again, mind or thought is infinite. There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't see. There's nothing you can't think once you're moving past light. Light is a barrier or a structure that contains what we call reality. Outside of those bounds or structures that we call reality, anything is possible. Particles becomes waves, waves becomes particles. There's no set reality until you force it and collapse it down based on your subjective response. What do you want the particle to be versus what it is? What do you want it to be? Because it can be that or this versus it's just this. That's 20th century thinking. Well, this is life and life is this way and there's nothing we can do about it and that's just how life is. You just live it and you die. Versus new age. Actually, life is continuous. You actually don't die. You keep going and it never stops. Then it changes the whole mentality of living. You're either living to continue to live or you're living to die. We've heard that phrase, oh, I'm just living to die. But when you say I'm living to continue on, because there is no such thing as death, it's a whole different thinking. You see how it changes the whole frequency of your thinking just simply by changing your words. By changing the way you structure your words, you change the frequency that you project. Now, this is obvious, but on a subconscious level, it's not as obvious, meaning the choice of words we use not just affects how we communicate, but what is the subconscious and unconscious undertones of what you are saying. We're just strictly based on the conscious. I need to effectively communicate. It's not strictly about effective communication. What signals are being transplanted into the subconscious and unconscious as you communicate? It's not just about the words. We know it's about the tone. It's about the frequency. It's about the vibration. All of these things combined into one whole science is what determines what we experience when we look out towards life. Somebody else may feel life is fucked up for whatever reasons, which may be true. But is it truth? Absolutely not, because the truth means, or the truth says, or the truth is that everything changes. Change is the ultimate God. If God was anything, it would be change. If there was a God, the God would be change. The God of change. Not the God that stays stagnant, but the God that's always changing. That's neither male or female, it's both. You know what I mean? But, that's a little bit advanced, right? Because people get spooky with the double gender and all that stuff. However, we will speak about these topics coming up. Got plenty of things to talk about. So I'm just giving out. So I got plenty. It never runs out. It just never runs out. It just never, ever runs out. Infinite. We up.